Debt ceiling negotiations remain bumpy with less than 2 weeks to cut a deal. Republicans accuse the White House of being unreasonable, which Biden's negotiating team disputes. CBS congressional correspondent Nikole Killion joins me now with more on this story. Nikole, thanks for making time.
My pleasure, Chanel.
So let's just get to it. Why did they pause talks earlier in the day?
Well, you know, I talked to one of the lead negotiators for Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Garrett Graves of Louisiana, and he basically told me at the time they weren't being productive.
I mean, why did they pause?
Just unreasonable.
Are you confident that you can get these talks back on track?
The House passed a strong bill. It has great savings in it, and it's responsible, and it puts us on a path to then the curve. And until people are willing to have reasonable conversations about how you can actually move forward and do the right thing, then we're not going to sit here and talk to ourselves.
And a short time ago, those talks did resume. We did see the congressman go back into the room with White House negotiators. He also told our team that he's confident at this point, or that people out there should feel confident that the U.S. won't default. But again, still a lot of decisions to be made before we get to any type of agreement.
So, Nikole, what are the sticking points at this point? It feels like neither side is really willing to move.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, the White House acknowledged as much earlier during this pause. But look, one of the big issues has been this issue of spending caps. You know, Republicans really want to cap federal spending. They want to keep spending levels at the same level as fiscal year 2022. And so there is some concern that, you know, they do want to see an increase in funding, for instance, for things like defense and Veterans Affairs. But on the part of the White House and Democrats, there's concern that, you know, across-the-board cuts could really hurt other domestic programs and priorities, of course, that are important to Democrats, whether that's things like, you know, Head Start or, you know, pre-K programs, Meals on Wheels, and the like. So, you know, that is one area. Another thing that has emerged is this issue of work requirements. That's something that both the White House and Speaker McCarthy have been trading their positions on that back and forth over the course of this week. Of course, Republicans pushing for stricter work requirements for things like Medicaid and SNAP, which are food stamps. But, you know, in terms of the White House and their position and some Democrats, the president has shown some openness to the issue, but you have a lot of progressive Democrats who don't want to go that far.
And Nikole, we know that Biden's coming back early from Asia to renew these talks. Could that be an indication that a deal could be made this weekend?
Well, I think all parties want to try to get to an agreement by the end of this week or weekend if they can, simply because we only have under 2 weeks until we reach that so-called X date where the U.S. could run out of money to pay its bills. So time really is of essence. And to your point, that's why the president is coming back. And I think that's the hope, that while he's away, you know, these negotiators can hammer out at least some type of agreement in principle. Otherwise, it could make things very challenging because, as you know, whatever gets agreed to will have to clear both chambers of Congress. And right now, the Senate's not even in session. The House will be next week. But, you know, that doesn't leave much legislative time either.
Makes sense. Nikole Killion, thanks so much.
You bet.